Hi, my name's Björn Forsberg, and 2020 has been a big year in many ways. I guess we've all sort of felt how the changes that have come about by COVID, but it's for me, it's highlighted the need for community and networking and being better at reaching out to people to talk about what's going on from a business perspective, but also on a personal level. When COVID sort of first hit, previously I've been working out of a co-working space, but now I'm working from home. So, you know, being at home all the time, and obviously I have my family and kids and everything, but also sort of seeing other people, whether it be through Zoom or on phone or whatever, but just sort of getting better at reaching out to people and having a chat and sort of being better, at just doing it, because I'm naturally an introvert. so I've never been great at doing that naturally. But this year, I think one of the things I've really changed about myself is to realize that we need each other and just to sort of bounce ideas around and different thoughts. I've been working on my own for 8 years. And obviously I've always tried to grow a network and different people, but this year it's been really sort of highlighted the value of having a network and just saying hi to people and being willing to chat and, Twitter and everything else. So that's been really good. Another part, obviously moving from working in a co-working space to working at home. Another thing that I've had to work quite hard on is structure, making sure that my workspace is for work and home space is for home, and setting up my office so that I could, I had everything I needed, and it felt sort of like going to work in a sense. And then trying to split up my day in, it's quite easy just to sit down and drink a cup of coffee and scroll Twitter for a couple of hours in the morning. So just trying to find like proper times to, get up, get dressed, sit down at my workspace and start working, so that I get some structure to my day and get more out of my day, which I would have naturally had by leaving the house to go to my co-working space. So that's definitely been a challenge. I think the first few months were kind of a bit of a write-off, but then it got better as time went on, and I also got my office more set up, right? And then also like I mentioned, I've been working on my own for a long time, doing everything from development, marketing, customer support, which has been a really big one. So this year I started working with a team to help me on the customer support, and that's been really good. Luckily, I started that process before COVID hit, because when everything started shutting down and all the online stores, stores started moving online that maybe hadn't done it before, we saw quite an influx of people coming into our apps, which is a good problem to have, but it just meant that lots and lots of time was going just on customer support. So I've been really happy about, changing my mindset of doing everything myself, and then now realizing that, hey, it's actually pretty good to do it with other people as well. And that's been a big change just for myself. And also, giving them the tools and the information that they need to be able to sort of help everyone efficiently, and removing myself from the equation a little bit more. And that's been good for me, both personally and in having more time and freedom in a sense. But it's also been good for our customers because they get faster responses and things. Another one which I'm just working on at the moment is actually hiring a developer who should start next week, which is amazing. And that's another one of these getting out of my comfort zone and realizing that I don't need to do everything myself. And I can't do everything myself, I think, is the biggest realization. My business has grown quite a lot, and just trying to hang on to doing everything, it just means that nothing gets done as well as it could if somebody was dedicated to doing that particular thing. So I think, those have been the main sort of learnings and new things that have happened this year that I think will lead to an excellent next year. So I'm excited.